You already know what it is. Your boy Calvin Light my way. On my way out here on the road, going to the job. Wanted to drop this quick word on you, man. Really, flat out. Allow yourself to be celebrated. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be appreciated. You know, because a lot of times, especially as man, we find ourselves, standing up doing what we're supposed to do anyway, and that's exactly how we look at it. So this is what I do. I find myself many times, my wife, telling me, "Oh, I appreciate, you doing that or doing this or that," and I'm like, "Yo, this is what I do. Like, I'm supposed to do this." And as many times I find myself not allowing myself to be appreciated. And I had to take a step back and allow it. You know what I mean? Because it is our responsibility as a man to be a man. And I have no gripes for ifs, ands, or buts about that. James, brothers, man of all, religions, shades, and all that, right? I say brothers, but brothers find themselves being down, right, or being depressed, and it's a global epidemic of depression. Male and female, single mothers, married mothers, single man, single parents, all that. And even single individuals find themselves being depressed, and the real reason is they have this idea in their head about what it is to be happy, and a lot of times you got to get down to the root of it. You know what I mean? My man Tony Robbins, he the man, bro. He breaks this down like so eloquently on the root of being happiness, and a lot of times we have to get down to the foundational principle of what it really is. People want the picket fence, the house, the kids, the dog, and all that, but really what it boils down to is they want unconditional love. And a lot of times when you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man, as a woman, you're on your job, you're grinding, and you don't allow yourself to be appreciated, subconsciously you'll start feeling unappreciated. But you really have to allow yourself to be celebrated, man. And that's not being tolerated. It's two different things. There's many times in many different relationships where women take advantage of the guy because, he's the breadwinner. And there's many situations in which the man takes advantage of the woman because he wants something from her. And it's more along the lines of an arrangement. It's not even a real relationship because it's not it's not reciprocal. You know what I mean? It's not being it's being given. It's not being received in the same manner. And that's what we need, man. You really need to allow yourself to be celebrated and not tolerated, and allow yourself to be appreciated, man. And if a person tells you thank you, take that. You know what I mean? Let them know you're welcome. A lot of times people don't tell you thank you for little stuff. So when somebody feels appreciated from the acts of kindness that you do, just let them know that, hey, that's what you're here for, and that they're welcome. And that if we share more of the love and the same energy that we put out is given back, the cycle will be strong, and this world will be filled with more love instead of more anguish. It'll be filled with more smiles instead of more pain. And truth be told, that is what we desperately need, man. We desperately need it. And honestly, if you don't put yourself in a position to, I mean, these cars are like really going mad slow. To you don't put yourself in a position in which you can be, you can complete the cycle. You're gonna bring depression and pain upon yourself. Um, and it's, I mean, it's so eloquently put. Last night I was watching Fear of Walking Dead. Heartbreaking, man. This last week's been crazy with Infinity Wars coming out. The ending of that, like, crushing the spirit of like everyone. And then Fear of the Walking Dead. Most people don't watch that show, so I can spoil that. My favorite character, Nick, was killed off. From what I understand, he was killed off because he wanted to leave the show. But in this last episode that he appeared in, he wanted to kill this guy, right? Because they were like beating them to food. There was scavengers or what was the word they used? Vultures. The vultures were beating them to different places that they were trying to find food and scavenge for food and stuff too. And they were just real disrespectful. So Nick wanted to kill this cat, right? And in a zombie apocalypse, that's quite normal. But he really wanted to kill this guy. And Mr. Clear, Morgan Jones, hit him with some Aikido and some Aikido knowledge and quotes. Saying, hey man, like, you don't have to be like that. Like, it's not gonna end like you want it to. You know what I mean? And he shared his book with him after the fact. He actually killed the guy. And I'm like, dang, bro. Kind of wanted to do it, right? Because that's what the zombie apocalypse energy is. Like, you kill to survive to kill, whatever. But what happened was, after the fact, he was covered in blood. He was kind of, in a weird place, and Morgan was telling him, like, he's been there. He's dealt with the same emotions and feelings, and he's lost himself on multiple occasions. And he was saying that you have to break the cycle, and you have to, find a different way to live in this world. And he shared the book, the book that he studied, that he got from Eastman in the original Walking Dead. And on the cover, well, it's a circle, and the notion of Aikido is transferring of energy and so forth, and everything gets a return, and there's a circle on the cover, right? And on that circle, everything gets a return. And if you're putting out positive energy, it's coming back. If you're doing right by people, you're doing great gifts of kindness, it's coming back. But if you do like Nick, in this, fake world, this, this story, this show, he acted out of anger and, what he wanted to do. He acted out of flesh, you know what I mean? And he killed the guy. And then he got a return. He got a receipt. Everything gets a return, man. And Nick died, man. And it was I was like, are you serious, bro? But it's a perfect end for that character, because what made him such a great character is the fact that, he his past, his history, and so forth, his story. And I really feel like that's what makes all of us special and different and great people and characters in life, is because of our stories. And you, me, we have to learn from the history that we've been given, that we've experienced. We have to learn from the experience that we've had and be the best versions of ourselves. We have to give the best that we possibly can. We have to put our best foot forward, because everything gets a return. Everything. And a lot of times we don't feel that it does in this world, in this society. We see the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer. And it's honestly, truthfully, it's based off how you see your world, how you see your surroundings, how you see your environment, how do you see the program in which you're living in. And once you see it different, you can make it different. And that's the truth, man. Sorry I kind of rambled a little bit there, but truth be told, you can win. You can succeed. You can attract greatness and love and positivity and success into your life. But it's going to take you to take that first step. So till next time, stay positive, stay productive. Do the best that you can. Be the best that you can. Till next time, be blessed. Chill.